looking for a quick and easy dessert to make to impress your loved one on Valentine's Day?
Or perhaps just a friend joining us to show you how to make one in less than 5 minutes. It's Lauren Konzerski. You're the owner of Chanterelle Food Trucks. You're based out of Northampton. And which one are we starting with? We have a couple that we're going to show you today.
Yeah, we have two. We're going to make a really easy apple pie galette. You can call it a galette. You feel fancy. It's French.
I'm sorry, a what?
A galette.
A galette?
I've never heard of that.
Well,
Apple pie galette?
Yeah, well, it's fancy.
I feel more sophisticated just thinking about it.
It's literally so easy. So you only need 3 things.
What? Okay.
Which is fantastic. So we got puff pastry, which you can buy in the freezer section at the grocery store. And it comes rolled up, so we just, flatten it out, and here it is. Fancy.
Now, you put it on parchment paper.
Yep.
Does that make it easier? You know what I find?
Just so you don't have to clean it. I don't like cleaning.
But you're going to bake this, right?
Yeah.
I find that the parchment paper burns in the oven. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, how are you setting your oven?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a limit.
Well, not really. I mean, it might get like brown on the edges, but that's not a big
okay.
deal.
You
Yeah,
like
it's not a big
catches
deal.
on fire? You have like
No,
structure
brown.
fire?
I'm afraid that it's going to just get... Anyway. All right, so you can put that in the oven, obviously.
Yeah, so it's all like that. And we just got a jar of applesauce, which is just whatever applesauce, sweetened, unsweetened, if you want to pretend you're healthy and while you're eating pie.
Go
That
really
looks like
classy, do
homemade.
cinnamon applesauce?
Well, this is mine. I made it. But
If you're going to make
But
homemade applesauce, how do you do it?
you just cook apples
That's easy.
in a pot. It's like really easy.
Okay.
So we just have applesauce, and you're literally just going to like smush the whole jar onto one sheet of puff pastry.
But it could be store-bought, which is even easier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You just buy a jar of applesauce and you smush it out, and it doesn't need
Can
to
I
look
smush?
pretty. Yeah, smush it more.
This looks like fun.
Yeah,
smushing
and that's
it.
pretty much it. Now you can do like fun things with the edges, but if you leave it like this, it will look kind of like pizza, which kids like. But
Yeah.
you can like crimp the edges and do little
It's
designs.
a 5-minute dessert. We have plenty of time. Let's get real fancy.
Yeah.
See, 5 minutes or less.
You know what
So
I'm
that's
going to do?
cool or whatever. You can do whatever with the edges. You're gonna make designs.
Can I make designs on the edges like I'm
Yeah,
making a
go
real
for it.
apple pie? This doesn't look as good as I hoped it would. This actually looks terrible. I'll just
I think
do
it
one
looks
side.
amazing, Seth.
Well, thanks, Ash.
Between my smushing and your fork designs.
So all we do is you design away, and then we throw it in the oven. But we have one that's baked, and we can show how to finish it.
Now, before
Yeah.
I know you say it can be 3 ingredients. Can you throw some cinnamon in there, some nutmeg?
Well, you can put spices on it. If you want to throw some walnuts, like crushed walnuts on it, that would be good. Yeah, you can kind of jazz it up however you want. But
Okay.
this is like the super easy way. And
Yeah, this is the
it's
no
going to taste
frills.
delicious no matter what you do.
So we pop it in the oven at what temperature and for how long?
350, and it only takes maybe like 15 minutes, and we have one that's all set.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep doing some stencil art here. Oh, this is
Gourmet,
terrible.
after
All right.
all. We're
Say,
making a galette.
Grammy-Co, if you're watching, I'm sorry. My grandmother taught me how to make apple pie, and I feel like I'm just disappointing her left and right now with this
It's okay.
with this artwork.
Well, here's our finished one.
Okay.
And we're going to
wait.
jazz it up with caramel.
Wait, that looks different.
Well,
It's-
yeah,
it's just a
it's
different
different. Smush. It's different apples.
Oh,
It's
those
okay.
are-
It's okay.
If you've got
I'm so
But then-
nervous. What's going on?
It's okay.
Perfect.
But then we have caramel sauce, which you just buy a jar at the grocery store. Again, I made my own, but you can just buy a jar at the grocery store. And then you can just drizzle it on top, like however you want.
Yes, please.
This
So
is amazing.
this is,
Extra.
again, if there's walnuts or whatever, you can jazz it up. But this is like the super simple, awesome.
And you know what's
Fancy.
great? You go to a restaurant, that's like a $7 dessert. Here, this is probably easy 6 portions, and I can only imagine the puff pastry's what, a
6
couple dollars?
portions? Are you
I was
crazy?
being generous.
She's like, I'm gonna eat this myself.
No,
This
it's
is
2
for
portions.
me. This whole thing. No, this is one portion
Seriously?
in my world.
How are you so
Absolutely.
skinny? It's infuriating if you eat that whole
Do you
thing.
have to pre-cook these apples?
No, they just throw it on, caramel sauce on top, and then if you look in the little one, if you want to pull it over,
Hey, here's
it's easy. The puff pastry always comes, so this one we made little individual ones the same exact way.
See, that's a normal people portion size, Ashley. That's what that looks like.
I'm not really.
So this is when you go to someone's house,
Advocating
but
to eat
this,
this whole
you know,
thing.
that you can eat for breakfast
Yeah.
Sounds
if
good
you
to me.
want. I mean,
So can we eat this now?
yeah, you can eat it.
All right.
You know what I do?
You can cut it with a
I
pizza
just want to
cutter,
eat this.
right? Me too.
Okay.
Right? How do you
Yeah.
usually cut it, Lauren? Do you use a pizza
I
cutter?
use a knife.
Okay, we'll use a knife.
I don't
first.
have a pizza cover at home.
Oh, really?
Use a big knife,
Oh, all right. A real.
like this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. See, now we're talking. I'm going to try a little of this sauce.
You are?
Of course
Yeah,
I
you
am.
can just eat it off the spoon.
All right.
You want
Oh,
it
that
like this?
flaky,
Do it.
crispy sound. That is. You want this?
Sure.
Okay. Now, Lauren, this
See,
is
it's like pizza, but it's called a galette in French. This is
Yeah,
like,
I need to pronounce this right. Galette?
Yeah.
Galette? Okay.
So it
yeah,
is like a
that's-
real thing. And it's fancy.
but it's not like the razors.
No.
That's Gillette.
Oh, that was a funny one. It's Monday, Lauren.
I'm like, I don't get it. Okay.
It took me a while, too.
this is so good.
It's good, right?
What are we making a little bit later in the show? 'Cause we're doing
We're
two
making a
5-minute desserts.
raspberry ginger lemon trifle,
Raspberry ginger lemon trifle.
which is also super easy and fast, and you don't have to make anything or bake anything. You literally just go to the store and then throw stuff together.
Lauren, I love it.
This is so good
Right?
and so easy.
Ash, you keep eating. Lauren, keep doing what you do. And
Happy
still
Valentine's
ahead.
Day. Welcome back to Mass Appeal. We are back in the kitchen with Lauren Kinzerski. She's the owner of Chanterelle To Go food truck, and we've already made a caramel apple galette.
Galette.
Yeah.
And that's the
Got
fancy French word for saying open-faced apple pie. More or
Yeah.
less.
I would say so.
And now we're going to make a trifle, but this isn't your grandma's trifle.
And this is really easy because you don't even have to bake anything, and you can just buy everything.
This really is a 5-minute dessert.
My
so-
grandma's trifle's pretty good.
It is pretty good,
about my
but it's
grandma's
not
trifle.
hers. It's not your grandma's truffle. This is a different truffle.
Yeah, and this
Trifle.
is one you can make anytime. You don't have to bake. You don't have to have things, fancy things laying around, take all day. You
Good.
can just like throw it together. So we bought some, we're going ginger snaps because it adds a really nice flavor.
Nice,
And
okay.
I like ginger snaps.
Who doesn't?
So we have ginger snaps that we got at the store. We have some raspberries, frozen raspberries that we just put in a strainer. So we have the juice at the bottom, and here are the berries. But you can use any berries.
Okay.
Whatever you want or you have hanging
strawberry
around in
guy.
the freezer.
Me
yeah.
too.
And then we have some Greek yogurt. Now, if you're feeling crazy, you can obviously use ice cream.
Okay.
But we're
But
going Greek yogurt.
it's a little healthier.
Because then you can eat it for breakfast.
That's true. These are desserts that are
Or
breakfast
all day
desserts.
long.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Or breakfast in bed, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Much
You're talking
better.
my language.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
want to use red berries. That's the color
You
of
got to
love.
use red
Yeah.
berries. So how does one get started making this?
So we're making individual ones. We have like Sunday cups, but if you have big wine glasses, that works too.
Okay.
Oh,
whatever you wanna
fancy,
do.
Fancy, okay.
So we're just gonna layer stuff up. So you just you can crumble cookies
Crumble?
first,
Okay.
whatever you want. There's no really it
You
doesn't
can't
matter.
mess this up?
So you crumble some cookies up.
Okay.
And then you have yogurts, and you got to make layers. You can't fill it up all the way.
Okay, let's start over again. Here we go. I don't
Okay, well,
often
that's good.
make
That's good. That's good.
trifles.
Okay. So then
How
a
about the
scoop of
layer?
yogurt,
Okay. Here we go.
a scoop of
Alright.
berries.
Here we go. Da, 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 da.
and the draining, that step is very important because you
Otherwise
don't want
it'll be
them to
soupy.
really right.
Okay, go another layer.
And now
here.
cookie.
Hey, you know what I might try? What about this?
Oh, yeah, that works great.
All right.
All
Can
right.
I have a cookie? Just have a
Yeah,
cookie.
eat
Yeah,
a
munch
cookie.
on a ginger snap there,
I
Ash.
don't know if I've ever had these.
Really? Oh,
Ginger snaps are the best.
they're where it's at. A little of this. So you could use other. Let's see. We can use ice cream here. You could probably use whipped topping too, right?
Yeah.
I think that's more of
Cool Whip,
a
if you want.
traditional one.
Yeah. Or real whipped cream. That's really decadent.
That's true.
Now, did
Yeah.
you get flavored yogurt? Like, is this vanilla or lemon?
You can use vanilla, lemon, whatever you want to do. You can plain is really great because you have all the berries and the ginger, or you can check out our recipe where we made yogurt.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
And
they
there
did
you
And
go.
making yogurt is so easy. Okay, here
Oh,
we go.
right,
A little
so
of this on
A
top.
little on top, it's like a dollop.
See, check this out. Ready?
So
I'm gonna
this-
try to get fancy.
And then wait, let's.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
you
you
want-
go first. I'm sorry.
Put a little juice on top. Here, use this one.
Okay.
Because you don't want your trifle to be dry.
Oh.
How's that?
Yeah.
Oh, and a little red there on top.
Perfect.
And then.
gorgeous.
Da, 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 da. Lauren,
effects.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it.
Lauren.
Pleasure to have you here. Hey, if you want a copy
Beautiful.
of these 2 quick desserts, just visit us online, mymassappeal.com, a little bit later today.